spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play action. It's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Watching for trouble on the road and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here, get on. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ronald Blair just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Third and long, it's Wilson. Dorsett making the catch. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Wilson. And it is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Look under the couch.
On
Look on my
down,
charge, and everybody else looks dead.
it's caught.
Look under
Shepard.
the couch.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 6 yards away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood?
This is a charge in the jaw, I think.
Maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like him. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. They'll try and run it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the draw, here's Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the ball back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the pressure legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them.
And Owen coughed it up. And the Seahawks have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get down.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson throwing again. They complete it to Hill. Fighting through, and he's got space. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime